Hello everyone, welcome and welcome back to Pamela's Crochet and Knit Corner. I am Pam and I'm a crocheter who knits a bit. On this channel we kick it old school style, so be sure to grab your pen and pad and take some notes. Wow, again, it's so good to be back. For those of you who are new, thank you so much for spending some time with me. Welcome back to my regular subscribers. You guys, forgive me. I bit the inside of my cheek and it gets caught when I'm talking. So I really want to thank all of you. I hit a milestone a few days ago and I didn't realize it. And when I did, I posted it on my community page. I hit 3K, you guys. I was so shocked. Thank you so much for everyone who has subscribed, who has given me a thumbs up, who has left a comment. I know some of you have been with me since my very first video, 4 years ago, I think it was. So I have to think of something to do. If you have some ideas, please leave them in the comments. On this channel, we still kick it old school style. So if you have a notepad, you want to grab a pen, take some notes. I do leave information and links in the description box. When I make a mistake, like I did last episode, on episode 103, I do correct it under the flub section in my description box. I can't tell you how great this feels. The welcome back was beyond. Thank you guys. Episode 103 took off. Thank you to those who shared me out, and thank you for watching. Just thank you. I'm so grateful and I'm very humble. This episode is number 104. And we're going to talk about whips. I have notes over here. That's why I'm looking over here. I have a place called Wipville. I coined that like 4 years ago. And that's what I called it. That's where my whips live. And one of the things that I did do when I was on hiatus, I went through Wipville and I frogged. And I frogged and I frogged. Once a project no longer brings me joy, I give it a look over and thought, you know what, no, I'm not going to finish that. No, I don't feel like concentrating on this pattern. No, and no. Time to frog. So Wipville is not as crowded as it used to be. So I have some whips here. Most of them are knit. But crocheters, stay with me, please. I do have one crochet whip at the moment. So just hang in there, check out the video, grab you something to drink and something to snack on, and let's do this. Okay. Also, too, I want to talk to you about the plight of my ladybug. For those of you that don't know, I have a love affair with ladybugs. It goes back to my childhood. I put a ladybug on everything that I make. It is my signature. And I found the perfect ladybug years ago, and now she's becoming extinct because when I went back to order more, the person told me they can no longer get them. So I will show you that, and hopefully maybe you guys know of some place where I can purchase that particular ladybug. Let me know. You can email me at pamscrowknit1@gmail.com and I will be happy to purchase them. So let me go grab the ladybug before I forget. Just one moment. Okay, I have them right here so I won't forget to talk about it. Behind me, that is Emerald. My mannequin head is Windsor, and I kept reversing the names on my last episode, but that's Emerald right there. Let's get into these whips, okay? My first whip is in this beautiful bag. A friend, I met her through Instagram, I think it was. And she no longer is on social media, but she made this bag for me, and it was kind of going with the Wakanda Forever theme. And so I love it. I absolutely love this bag. It has pockets on the back. There are pockets inside, and there is a pocket right here. So I do love this bag. I love project bags. For those of you that don't know, I'm blessed to have many. I love purchasing them from my yarny friends. So I pretty much keep everything in a project bag, but there are some projects where I need a bucket for, and I'll show you those in a moment. Inside of here is a knit whip. And Yokie B. Hi, Terrella. I watch her. She watches me. I don't know if she'll see this episode, but nonetheless, I love Yokie B's channel. I will link it below. She is a knitter, and I believe she crochets. She does very beautiful, colorful stuff. So this is her double brim. Yokie B Crochet and Knit. That's the name of her channel. Easy double brim beanie. So I am knitting this in hand-dyed yarn. And see, I keep a plastic bag inside of my project bag. Forgive the crinkling. And this is losing it. Look at this beautiful lime green color. And this color is called Lime Time. This was dyed for me by Willy Nilly Knits. I'm sure you guys have heard of him. He's doing his thing in the knitting world. So a couple years ago, he was also dyeing yarn. So I've had this for quite some time, and I believe it's superwash merino wool, and it's a beautiful, beautiful green. I absolutely love it. So I'm doing Yokie's double brim pattern. A double brim just consists of you knitting down a little bit longer, you fold the brim inside, and then you pick up stitches along the inside. So I also did a color change right here, and this color right here is called Malice. And I don't have any more of it to show you, but I loved the contrast because Malice had that same green inside of it, so I loved that. So I think I'm gonna go a little bit taller, and then I will close it up. But this was a fun knit project, and I will leave Yokie B's channel information in the description box for you. I will be right back. I'm back. Okay, next whip. You guys might remember this one. I literally have been working on this for probably a year. Isn't that cute? I love it. And it matches the project inside. Sometimes you need a cute basket instead of a project bag to hold your project. So that's what's in here. This is my almost finished Linus Shawl by Annette Cordes, and there is also a YouTube version, a gentleman, I can't think of his name, and I will post the link below, where he shows you how to get started and pretty much do it. I think it's a 2-row repeat. But I have been working on this for, like I said, probably a year, just starting and stopping and starting and stopping. I have it on my red lace Chalgu needles, and it is growing. It is almost finished. These colors are amazing. You start there at the tip, and then you go on and on and on and on. Isn't that beautiful? It's so pretty. So I am using Caron Skinny cakes called Plum Pudding. And these cakes are pretty big, so I'm down to this part right here. I love the mustard color, so I think I'm going to go a little bit farther. I'm going to pick up all of that mustard, and then I'm going to go in probably to about here. And then I think I'm going to start to bind off, and then that will be finished. My Linus Shawl by Annette Cordes. It is a written pattern, but there is also a YouTube tutorial that shows you how to get started. Very pretty. So I definitely will be finishing this. All of the whips that I'm showing you, I do plan on finishing those most definitely. My next whip, look at this project bag, you guys. Isn't this beautiful? Look at that. This is so pretty. My sister bought this for me. I don't know if you remember, in November is when the Fiber Fair came to the fairgrounds, and I went to a artisan fair in Redlands, California. This is where I got that from. They had lots of great things there, and I will talk about that in another episode because that goes with some other things that I have to share with you guys. But this bag is basically a sock bag, I would think, or you can put a beanie in here. I have a beanie in here. So, have you guys ever went rogue on a pattern? That's what I did with this. I was supposed to take a trip somewhere, and it got canceled. So I was making myself a beanie for the trip. And it was important that the beanie had some wool in it for the absorption. So I had bought this wool ease from Michaels. I heard a lot about it. I heard a lot of good things about it. It feels good. It's not crunchy like wool can be, or I should say coarse. It's not coarse like wool can be. It is a medium 4 weight. There are 197 yards in here, and I think this is 80-20. I saw, yes, it's 80% acrylic and it's 20% wool. So that's a great mixture, a really good blend. And I enjoy working with this a lot. So if you haven't tried it, it's Woolies, and I got it from Michaels. Okay, this was one of my favorite hats to knit before I came up with my own pattern. And I'm not doing it correctly either. I just kind of went rogue on it. I started off knitting it. It's my favorite Slouchy hat. And I don't know if it's available anymore because the last time I talked about this pattern, it was a while ago, and one of the subscribers said that they can't find it anymore. So I'm not sure about that. I don't know what happened, but I kind of just stopped following the pattern, and I just finished. I just want to finish knitting and just finish it. I just want to get it off the needles, and I want to finish it. But this yarn is really very nice. It's very nice. So I stopped following the pattern because you're supposed to go here and then do some other things here, but I didn't. I just kept knitting. So I kind of went rogue on the pattern, and I'm just going to keep knitting and then close the top. But this pattern is fun. I enjoyed it. I've knit quite a few of these. I've gifted them, but love the yarn. You guys, check out this yarn. Seriously, love the yarn. It feels really good. I am on my Haya sharps, and don't be fooled by the word sharp, okay? Because these points are wonderful. When you really need to get into your yarn, this is great. And it doesn't hurt your fingers because I push with my finger. It doesn't. How about these ladybugs? Aren't these cute? My sister bought these for me at the SoCal Fiber Fair. And I'm going to talk to you guys about that in another episode because I got so much cool stuff from there. And I did a thing that I had never done before. So I'm going to share that with you guys too. So I will see if I can find the pattern for this. My favorite Slouchy hat. And I think it's by Winter White Knits. I'll see if I can find it. If I can, I will link it. Otherwise, you know why it's not there, okay? But this yarn, how about this yarn? Yes. So try it. Woolies, Lion Brand. Give it a shot. And then, this was a fun one. Good timing. It was about 3 weeks ago. While I was on my hiatus, I kept up with YouTube, watching YouTube, checking everything out, that kind of stuff. And I saw where Dr. Katrina and Priscilla of Distinctively Handcrafted, they were doing I wouldn't say a knit along, but they were working on a project together, and it was called the Pickle Jar. So I thought, okay, I'm a knitter. I like this. I wanted to feel, like I was getting into something and doing something, rejuvenating myself. So I went to Aberdeen's Wool and I ordered my pickle jar. So, see what I mean by needing a basket? I can carry this around from room to room, and my entire pickle jar project is in here. So what this is, super cute, super fun. Aberdeen's Wool. They send you order the pickle jar. They fill it with all types of different colors of minis. You don't know what you're going to get, okay? They also give you a pattern. Now you get the bias scarf. I am working on the bias scarf. There's also a cowl pattern that comes with it. There's also a cowl pattern. They call it a recipe. Both of them are recipes. They also give you these beautiful Knitter's Pride basics needles, and they're wood. And they feel really good. The yarn glides perfectly on them. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So I was so excited. My pickle jar came about, I think it's been about a week and a half now, and I dove right in. So let me show you what's in my basket. I took the liberty of rolling up some of the yarn that I thought I was going to use as my next color. These are beautiful minis. So I did that, and I keep those in a bag inside of my basket. And so far, look at these beautiful basic Knitter's Pride needles. And aren't these bees cute? I love fun needle toppers, and my yarny friend gave me these. You know who you are. Thank you. So I have gotten started. I couldn't wait to get started. And I have been posting my progress on my community page because I figured that's what my community page is for. I hope that gets out into the YouTube world because that's the way I'm going to post to my community page. Unless I do, whenever I do a podcast, then I'll be happy to show my progress. But this is the bias scarf. I don't know how I can hold it where you guys can really get the gist of it. But these colors are absolutely beautiful. They are so pretty. I started here with kind of like this burnt orange color. I had this thing in mind about a sky. you know, like a burnt orange sky with a deep sunset. And then in the morning, you have that yellow sunrise kind of a thing going into midday. And then sometimes the sky turns really blue. And then when a storm is going to come, that's this part right here. So I love working on this. I love when it's time to add a new color. All I do is the Russian join. I refuse to weave in all of these ends. I'm not doing that. So I do a Russian join and I just keep right on knitting. So I think some other people have joined in. I know Z has joined in, and one of my subscribers told me that she was doing it as well. So you guys have minis. If you have minis, I'm pretty sure everyone has minis. I have a little mini mansion, that's what I call it. But these came from Aberdeen's wool. So I'm going to use theirs first. I know that Dr. Katrina and Priscilla are making the cowl now. I think I'm going to use all of mine for the bias scarf, because I would love to have just a long flowing scarf to just wrap around, and see, it even goes with what I have on. So Aberdeen's wool, and the full name of it is the Tangled Poets Pickle Jar Recipe Bias Scarf. Aberdeen's wool, and I will try to leave as many links pertaining to that as I can. But this is fun, and I am so looking forward to finishing this up. It's almost time for me to add a new color, and I will be right back. Are you guys curious about my earrings? Are you? Aren't these cute? These are, I think they're called cowrie shells, and that's denim material. DIY Creations. She had a sale. I can't tell you guys enough. Whenever one of our Yarny friends has a sale, it's a really good deal. Whenever they're selling something on YouTube, it's a really good deal. I've gotten all types of things from those sales, and I happened to catch her sale, I think it was a week ago, and I got these shell and denim earrings. They go with what I have on, and I do have on jeans. And also too, I picked up this really cute, oh my gosh, I just drew a blank. Hold on a second. Did I write it down? Hang on a second. Forgive my spaciness. It's a Japanese knot bag. I've always wanted one of these. I have always wanted one of these, and she had one on sale, and I messaged her and I said, "Is that Japanese knot bag still there?" And she said yes, and I said, "Oh, I want that." So this is beautiful. Love the mustard color. This is really awesome workmanship. Beautiful, beautiful bag. So I bought myself those two things from DIY Creations. She has an Etsy shop, and she also has a YouTube channel, but you guys know that, right? So I'll link that below. So my last whip, and then I'll tell you quickly the plight of my Ladybug. My last whip is in here. Oh, sometimes you need a basket, sometimes you do. Now, I know that a lot of you guys did the Bod Bag a Day shawl along, composed of Madness shawl. Crystal is brilliant. There's no other way to put it. She's brilliant. That's it. She titled this right, but she did it right also too. I love how her tutorials are. Everything's right on point and you understand it. I chose a special yarn that I have been waiting for a project to do. This came along at the right time too, because I needed an along, and I like to do that also too. So my Composed of Madness shawl is still a whip. I have had to frog back, 3 times. So I got frustrated and I just stopped working on it. Now that's not a bad thing, that's just me. But I'll say to those of you who yours is still in whip form, count after every row, because she does tell you exactly what you're supposed to have after every row. Count. I was motoring along, I got this, I'm good to go, and I was off once. I'll explain. Okay, here's my whip. And this yarn is absolutely beautiful. One of my subscribers, I think I posted this. I posted it on my community page and she said it looked Victorian, and I love that. This is how far I am, and I have to frog back. But look at this. Isn't that yarn pretty? The yarn is beautiful. Okay, let's talk yarn real quick. The Fiber Genie, Dyer Extraordinaire. This is the beautiful, this was from her Tiny Batch edition. It's a limited edition, so she probably does not have it anymore, but I jumped on this as soon as I saw it. Hello Dear. Hello Dear. And I believe I think I got this as a gift. I did. Thank you. You know who you are. But I had told her that I loved it. I made a comment on there that I really loved it and that I wanted to get it. And so it is a DK weight, 100% fine superwash merino. It is soft, softer than soft. It's a beautiful caramel color. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. This is how it looks, when I got it. And then I was working with it, so I'm down to this much now, okay? This color here, which is beautiful, if you can see how this color is in here? So I thought that would go perfect with that. This is Madeline Tosh. And I like Madeline Tosh along with Malabrigo. This is called Earl Grey, and it's Mad Tosh Sport, okay? I got this, a lot of it, at the SoCal Fiber Fair. And this is, and you see here? Look at that. You see that color right there is this right here. Oh, it's very close. Beautiful. So, this was my first one. Forgive the crinkling. Now, something else, I never use an eye hook. Never. I crochet really tight. I knit really tight. It's just a habit. I don't know why. So I thought, okay, she's using an eye hook, so I'll use an eye hook. And she also said that this blocks out, which I believe. This is going to open up to be beautiful. Okay, the mistake. I'm motoring along and my count is off when I get to here. So I'm like, what's wrong? So I look back, I'm looking back, all the way back here. See this one right here? Bam! I missed a puff stitch. I missed one. Before, when I made the mistake, it was farther up. Okay? So in order to find that mistake, what I did was I literally started another one. Literally started another one. That's how far I got. I found the mistake, so then I went back to this one. And this one probably will get frogged, but look at this yarn, you guys. This is all DK weight yarn. I think this is Yarn Cafe Creations. Beautiful yarn. I was using my J hook by the fabulous Jess, handmade. This was made for me. Beautiful hook, Pamela. I like pink things. She put a ladybug on there. I like pink things and I like bling. So, but this was fun. So I thought this is a chance for me to get the boho thing going. And I did, and then I put it down because I wanted to go back to this. And that's what I did. So now I have to frog. I got a frog all the way back. So I do want to finish this. Some of the finished ones are just spectacular, but I'm not in the mind frame to do it at the moment. So I don't know when that one will be finished, but bravo, Crystal. This was a masterpiece. Really and truly. I did some of the stitches that I've never done before, and I like that. The way she composed everything together. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, that's it for all of my whips. I do want to tell you about the plight of my ladybug. Whenever I make an item for myself or for anyone else, or when I sell it, I put a ladybug on everything I make. Now, you guys, I made this hat years ago. I don't remember the pattern, love the texture, but there is my ladybug. There's my ladybug. I put it on the back of everything. There's my tag. I put this fun fur pom-pom on there. This hat is mine. It's pink. I love pink things. It's a fun hat. So I buy the ladybugs in packages like this, and Michael's stopped selling them years ago. I found a store called Heaven's Quilt on Etsy, and I was buying them from her for a couple of years. Just recently decided I need some more. I've got to order some more. And I contacted her and she says, I can't get them anymore. I was like, really? So now there are places I saw on Etsy that have these, but they want to sell you 7 for $5 or $6. I can't tell you how economical hers were. And I would buy many, many packs. So this is the perfect ladybug for me. It's a button. It has a loophole in the back. That's it. I just sew it on. But that's it. If you guys see them anywhere, please let me know. Email me, pamsknit1@gmail.com. And I will be happy to check it out and purchase them because this is my signature. I need my ladybugs. And I know there are a lot of ladybugs out there, but I like this one. Okay? So that's it for now, you guys. Thank you so much for all of the love on my last video. I felt really welcomed back. It's good to be back. And I'm going to try and be more consistent. And I want you guys to be kind. Take the time to take a moment for yourself. Step aside. Do what you need to do. Woosah. And come back. Because we'll wait and we will be here. Okay? Take it easy. And I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.